back.
You go grab some water, and then you'll be back.
Are there any more jokes about my love life or lack thereof you want to get out of your system before we have a record?
None come to mind at the moment, but if I think of any, I'll blurt them out violently.
I'm really glad I haven't told you her name yet.
From now on, I'm gonna. Anytime you talk about someone you like, I'm gonna give them a code name. What code name should I give this?
These are just gonna be guys' names, aren't they?
No. I'm not gonna be that petty. I'm gonna think of better ones. Agnes.
Really?
What the hell?
Yeah.
That's what you're going with.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give them old women names. That's what I'm gonna do.
You're gonna run out of those quickly.
No. There's plenty of old women names. Mildred. That's another old woman's name.
That was actually the first one I thought of too.
Doreen.
That one just feels gross.
That was my grandmother's name, you bastards. Also, we are recording now, by the way, so, just putting that out there.
So I need to not say anything incriminating.
Yeah, I mean... You've already said the most incriminating thing of all, that you let the internet know that you're interested in a woman.
Oh no, how will the internet survive the knowledge that I am straight?
Hey, let's not go wild here.
It won't.
This will get in the way of all those Davos dojin that are being drawn by our two fans that don't exist.
But they don't even know about Davos.
But now they're gonna wonder.
They've only heard whispers.
No one will ever know.
No one will ever know.
If I get the fans, all 5 of them that watch this series, including Devin's mother, talking enough.
Devin's mom doesn't watch this.
I thought that's what we decided on that secret 5th view was.
No. That's the secret 5th view for the other group. She watches them because her son's in it. She doesn't watch you.
It's probably for the best.
Anyway.
I wouldn't watch us.
I don't know. Maybe. If I was bored enough, I'd need something to listen to while I was trying to sleep. So, we are sadly down one individual, and that is because Alex has to do the big boy work things, and big boy work things doesn't like when we have fun times. So, the big boy work thing has told Alex no. So Alex isn't going to be around for an undetermined amount of time. Please feel free to put some F's in chat for Alex. I hear typing as well, which is great. Why did you put G? Wait, why did you put G?
Sorry, I'm dyslexic.
How did you fuck up putting F's in chat?
On purpose, that's how.
Oh, really clever. I would have done this.
I don't believe that you did that on purpose. I'm not gonna lie.
You don't know how stupid I really am.
I do. I really do, Will.
That's the saddest part.
I had to recount the story of Fluffy to someone, and I realized how stupid we were. Anyway.
I'm a stander in that story.
You do, but still. You're a bystander that participates. You're an accomplice. That's what you are.
No, I'm an accessory at best.
You're an accessory. Yeah, there you go. That's the actual word I was looking for. You're an accessory. Anyway, let's get away from something that you were an accessory of and actually going to something where you're the prime culprit. Can anyone tell me what happened last time, or should I tell you what happened last time?
Please give spoilers.
Okay, I'm going to tell you what happened last time. Basically, last time you tried to fight a big vampire bat, and you killed the big vampire bat, but it turns out that wasn't the real encounter. And then that was just there as a ruse. And then you met a really big bad boss that is in fact the world boss. And then you nearly killed the world boss. because, like, fuck power levels, I guess. And then, luckily, the thing that was supposed to beat all of you actually did manage to beat all of you. And I breathed a giant sigh of relief, because if you had beaten the Nightmare King, a world boss, I would have had to have power leveled you and completely refought every single thing I'm doing on your side of the campaign. But let's not worry about that, because it didn't happen. You didn't, in fact, kill a world boss. After that, you all got to speak to the world boss, so the world boss could try and tell you that they're actually not such a bad person for wanting the extermination of all life forever. But that perhaps some of you people didn't have good intentions, or that perhaps some of you were indoctrinated into your own cults. And everyone had to think about themselves for a little bit. Except Reiwa, who didn't really care.
Maybe some of you were just assholes.
Maybe we're all just assholes. But
That was the takeaway for Reiwa and Zolvers. Maybe we're just assholes.
yeah. But after having a nice little discussion, the Nightmare King decided that they were going to punish you for interfering in their plans. And by punish you, I mean rip someone's arm off, smash someone's penis in, take away someone's voice, and then make someone the caretaker of everyone. But this was, of course, a ruse. And thanks to a fucking ungodly lucky roll with Zalfa trying to religion check his sword, talk to his sword, he managed to realize that, hey, fear is just in your brain. And if you overcome your fear in your brain, then you can overcome things in real life. A life lesson that we should all really learn, but none of us will. And then Zalfa then realized on the trip, where they were being taken to a unknown castle by a drow slaver by the name of Eleanor, that all of the wounds that you had actually quote-unquote taken were not real. And this is what it meant when your sword said to you, fear is all in the mind. Everything that the Nightmare King did to you after handing you your asses was not real. It was all in your head. So Zalfa didn't have his penis smashed in. So Reiwa didn't have one of his arms pulled off. It was all just in your head. But you still had to overcome that fear to realize it. And some of you haven't overcame that fear. Reiwa did eventually overcome that fear and realize his arm is in fact still there. Zalfa, obviously being the very first one of the group, found out that no, his penis is very much still intact. A phrase I'm probably never going to get tired of saying. Sadly though, Emil still doesn't believe that her voice is there. Artemis still doesn't believe that her good leg is working. And I believe, if I remember correctly, Lorelei still firmly believes that she has no voice, but is able to get around that to some degree using her ability to speak to people in the brain, in their minds. When we last left off, you did have an arrangement with the drow slaver Eleanor, and the arrangement that you came to was that you have to go to this castle, simple as, because she's already going to be paid for you guys, and she's not going to get out of that deal, because the people that she's selling you to are very... they have a lot in terms of power and connections. And if she doesn't hand you guys over, it basically is a death sentence for her. But she is going to help facilitate your escape. She doesn't know, well, you don't know exactly how long it's going to take for you to escape, but she has said to you that it's going to be a day or two before that escape facilitation takes place. The bargain that you struck for that is that once you get out, you are to look for a fellow drow that she knew by the name of Nerestein. So, you were approaching a castle at the point of when last we played. You are now actually in that castle, and I will take you to the next map. You should be able to see that there is a lot covered in darkness, but there is an area down here where you can all see. To get us going, I will state that the last thing you remember was Eleanor's deal, and that you were being led up into a castle. You, however, don't remember anything else up until now. As of right now, you appear to all wake up. You're all chained in cages. You are able to move in the small amount of space that you have in the cage, which is those boxes that you're in. There are your cages. But your hands are chained together, so you're not able to... Oh, we just lost Rao.
Womp womp.
Things got too kinky. He had to back out.
That was... He said his safe word. We just didn't hear him. Okay, well, we're going to keep working on this until he appears or doesn't appear. But we'll say that he's still out for now. You wake up in your little cages, and your hands are... There we go, he's back. You tapped back in. Oh no, I can't hear him. Can you guys hear him?
Nope.
Wonderful.
Roll 20. Best site in the world.
If I hadn't already built so much, I would move over to Foundry, but I've got so much built already, it would take so much time to move it over, and I'm a lazy fucker.
You are preaching to the choir. If I hadn't already gotten my next story arc ready in my campaign, I'd be moving to Foundry too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep using Roll20.
Yeah, I'm too deep in now. But as I was saying, Raul, if you can hear us, please let us know somehow.
If you can hear us, wink.
I misheard what you said, and I was like, whoa. On recording? Wow, okay.
Oh. I mean, if that's what he's into, I'm not going to judge him, but I'm also going to say please don't.
Hold on, I gotta type in the chat, see if you can hear us. Oh, there he is. I heard something on his end.
I heard the ambiance.
Dude, I saw the light.
Alright, okay. Now that you're actually back, so I basically explained, you guys, the last thing you remember is being in the cage and making the deal with Eleanor, and then you don't remember anything else except what is happening now. Each of you are waking up in cages. If you look on the map, those are actually cages that you're inside. They are accurate to their size, so you've got a little bit of room in there, but you don't have too much. You will know that your hands are bound together, and I will state right off the bat, you won't have to roll for this or anything. Each one of you is stripped of your armor and weapons, and you appear to have one identifiable trait that all of you are now wearing. Every one of you appears to be wearing a very thick black cast iron collar. And that is where we start. You are all in cages.
Good talk, everybody.
Good talk.
So, can we get out now?
She was right. This does remind me of prison.
Can I get out now?
You would notice that your pleas of "can I get out" appear to be completely unheard. The area you're in, I'll give you just a bit more information. You can see that there are other cages across from you. All of these cages are empty. You will state that the only cages that are actually occupied at the moment are the ones that your group are in. There is a chandelier above you, far up in the ceiling, and that appears to be the main source of light in the room. There are braziers scattered about the room as well, but you will note that at this point in time, none of these are lit. The only thing that's lit that's actually creating light for the entire room is the chandelier above you. You will also note that there are some cast iron maidens around the room as well that appear to be open, as if perhaps waiting for someone to be put in.
How tall are these cages?
They are about 6 foot.
Okay.
So if you are taller than 6 foot, you're going to have to crouch. Obviously, the shorter you are, the more room you're going to have. You would notice, use Alpha, well, you would all notice it, but particularly you because you're right across. Artemis is sat down in her cage, so her legs still not working, quote unquote. So she is sat down on the ground. Her hands are binded, just like all of yours.
Bindings are in the front, or are our hands tied behind our backs?
No, they are in your front. You can still see it. You can see it right in front of you. There is not like a loose amount of chain on your binding, so you don't have like space between your hands. They are right together.
Dudes, what do we do?
What are you gonna do?
Can I just kind of try to pull on the chain to see how much tension is there?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll me an athletics check. These are very, very tight. These have been bound to you. Trying to tug on them or trying to pull your hands apart is actually quite painful to do. What you would notice as you were trying to do this, as you're trying to like pull them apart a little bit, you would notice that your wrists are already bruising. Like, these are deep bruises that you can clearly see on your wrists.
Zephyr will stay there trying to meditate and call for his packed weapon.
Okay, so do me a favor. Roll me either an Arcana or a Religion to see if you can try to contact your packed weapon. Oh. So you attempt to contact your packed weapon however way you wish to, but you do find that there is nothing. You get no response back. Normally your hex blade would just appear in your hands the moment you tried to contact it, but you notice that something is preventing this from happening, and you take 1 psychic damage. So you are all still at full health, so you can click your characters and add your health if you wish. But as you attempt to summon your packed weapon, you find a niggling doubt of pain in the back of your head. Not much. You only took 1 psychic damage after all. You're not bleeding from the nose or anything. But you feel a slight headache sensation take place.
Raywa, are you there?
If I say no, would you believe me?
Yeah, maybe.
What do you want, Fishman?
Any ideas?
No.
Can you bring out a chicken?
Am I still disconnected from my swarm?
Are you attempting to agitate the swarm or summon it, or?
I'm just wanting to see if I can, if they are still connected to me.
Roll me either an Arcana or a Religion.
Ah, those both suck.
Yep. You also take 1 psychic damage. You attempt to try to contact or feel more actively the swarm, but it doesn't feel like it's there. Like it feels, you feel very vacant at the moment, almost as if a part of you is missing. I would say, Zelfa, you'd get this sensation as well, seeing as you've tried to summon. Oh, who's that? Or is there someone else here?
Hmm.
This isn't your Wednesday, Kara. Why are you here?
I'm fucking bored, that's why.
I can't hear you. You're fucking miles away.
Why are you trying to call in from the Shadow Realm?
Because
Well, I brought you here. You're here for a reason. So I'll finish what I'm saying, and then I'll explain why you're here. So Zelfa, you feel a vacantness. Whenever you try to contact your Hexblade or resummon it, as well as that little bit of pain that you got, you can't feel it, and you feel a vacantness, like an emptiness in your being, as you attempt to summon it. But you will notice that as you attempt to summon it, a figure comes through the door. Figure, come through the door.
That's not PG-13.
Wait, what?
What?
is anything really ever PG-13?
Not here. Not with this. Anyway, figure, come through the door. This is the figure that comes through the door. Figure, please describe the figure that comes through the door.
Stop saying come through the door.
Let me get my sheet up.
God damn it.
It took like half a second.
Is that at me or Kara?
No, that's a Kara.
I can never see who has earned the curse words in this group.
Okay, so through the doorsteps, a rather short person, barely over 5 feet tall.
Fuck's sake.
I wanted to feel what it was like to be Caitlyn.
No.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Skin is pale gray. Eyes are black. With red irises. Though the hood covers up most of the features that are shown. Rather thin and thin but athletic build. Doesn't like to talk a lot, which is opposite for me. Because I tend to do most of the talking.
Right. So, you have all been joined by this figure. Figure, you have been sent into the basement, into the dungeon, the dregs of the castle. And you've been told that there are individuals in this cell, and that said individuals are people that you should facilitate the escape of. And that if you facilitate their escape, you will be able to get out of the castle as well when the time is right. However, you have not been given anything to get these people out. You have just been told to help facilitate their escape.
Well, one second.
This is how you may or may not get out of the castle.
And then we party wipe.
Then we party wipe, yeah.
You are stuck with me as the only means of escape.
Oh, yeah.
I cast seppuku.
Okay, so how bright like is the room? Because it's the holding area. So
Yeah, this is the dungeon. This is the one of the holding areas for the prisoners. It's fair. It's a fairly lit room, not super bright, but not dark by any means. It's lit by a single chandelier that hangs on top of the ceiling. There are braziers around the room, but they are not lit at this time.
and I'm assuming these are like Iron Maidens.
Yep, those are open Iron Maidens that currently have no one inside. If you got close to them, you may notice that some of them are a little bit gooey, as if someone maybe was inside not too long ago.
I do like gooey.
Gooey is always good.
I take a few steps forward. And do I have my stuff with me?
Yes, you have your stuff.
Okay. So, I figure my sword might be easier to work with. So I will draw my short sword and I will make my way to the first cage.
Okay, so Zalfa, how are you reacting? This woman has just appeared out of nowhere, has said nothing to you, and suddenly she's standing next to your cage with a sword.
Dude, you need more color. The sun is awesome.
Oh, great. They're going to shank him first.
Please don't make me wet.
What? Hold on. What?
For the love of God, either shank him or shank me.
If you don't all shut up, I'm going to shank all of you.
You should be so lucky.
Well, that's one way of leaving this place.
If you want the good way of getting out of here, you'll shut up.
Yeah, maybe.
So I'm going to
Leave him there.
yeah, I'm gonna just leave him here and just move on. Finally, the team is free.
Facilitate their escape. Didn't say every one of them.
It's like I only have time to free 4 of you.
Sorry, that's how it is.
Are the cages magical or anything like that, from what I can tell?
If you wish to see if they're magical, you may do an Arcana check.
Okay. This won't go well, but...
You didn't need to send that to
I don't know
me,
why they
but-
went to I don't know why... Oh, I think I was still on GM from my rolls.
Yeah, from your rolls. So you got a 13, so you can tell innately that there appears to be no magic attached to the cell itself. Like the cages that they're in, they do not seem to be magic.
Okay. I tell them in a hushed tone, because I don't know who all may be listening in from elsewhere, that Eleanor sent me. I see those tokens moving.
Yeah, you do. Good.
So, if you're wanting out, I'm your only chance at getting out. She's also my only chance of getting out of here.
Well, she put us in here.
Zolfer, don't try to think about politics. It'll just give you a head.
I totally did.
So, I'm gonna take the short sword and I'm gonna jam it into the lock and try and snap it open.
Right, roll me a stealth check.
Kidding, and I want to move away from that.
You should be able to move. So
Actually, I can't.
oh, let's have a look what that is. Let's see. Oh, you're not attached to a character sheet. That's why.
Oh no! know.
Now
Look
you
at me.
should be able to, though.
Look at me mock you, Zulfur. Look at me mock you with my ability to move.
Yeah, look at us be able to move.
Right.
Aren't we awesome?
As you do that, these two individuals come through the door. Now, you would have noticed these individuals before, mysterious figure, because these are the vampire guards of the castle. They are individuals that march up and down the halls. They are in key locations. You are in the very, very bottom of the castle, the lowest area, the dungeon. They were standing right outside, and they hear some commotion, and they come in, and they look towards you, and they blatantly ask, "What are you doing? Why are you messing with the blue one?"
Yeah, dude, she's trying to put something in my hole.
He seemed like the most fun to annoy, really.
Roll me a persuasion, because you're not lying.
Oh, I almost rolled perception.
No, you're not looking. You're lying. Oh yeah, okay. Well, the guard seems a bit amused by this, and he goes, "He is a bit fun. I mean, he says dumb things, but he's fun. But can you please refrain? We have other guests in the bleeding room at the moment. I'd rather not have him out unless he's going in for a trip."
I definitely was not letting him out. It was more so just taunting him with a means of escape.
Well, be careful. He's still rather fishy. So
Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
Couldn't you have, like, cut out his tongue or something before bringing him in here?
we were going to, but they said not to because they liked the way he screamed.
I've had practice, dude. Yeah.
No, leave it. I'm gonna, and then that one goes up towards you, and is gonna try and stab you. There's a 22 hit. Oh, you're wearing no armor. Of course it hits. Please take 11 piercing damage, as for the sheer fun of it, he jabs you through the cage.
Dude, that's not cool.
No, it's not cool, but it's very fun.
I'm gonna remember that.
You can remember it all you want. You don't even remember what day it is.
Yeah, I don't care about
I don't
that.
even think he remembered what he said 5 minutes ago.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
Now, Kara, how do you pronounce your character's name?
Santa?
Xana?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wonderful. So, the guard addresses you. This will be the first time that everyone in this room actually hears the person's name, and says, "Miss Xana, please try not to kill them if you're going to mess with them. We still have use of them."
Well, I'm not the one who just stabbed him.
Hey, I
so
didn't kill him. He's still alive. Look at him. He's still standing.
I suppose so. But
I mean,
that's one less stab that I get to do.
you can always stab the tiefling. He's pretty fun to stab. He gestures towards Reiwa in the cage.
Reiwa is just gonna wink at Xana.
See, he likes it.
There are quite a few other ones in here that I can stab, but there's just something about this one.
I think it might be his broken penis.
Yeah, dude. Why don't you come over here and find out?
What
Are you asking them to come look at Vaps?
Are you trying to invite me to come mess with your parts?
Whatever Whatever floats your boat, dude.
Because I just stabbed you.
I think he's trying to call you a cocklooker, Mr. Guard.
I think he's just inviting another stabbing.
I think he might be, to be honest. And a 13 does hit you because you have 10 AC. So please take 10 more damage.
Actually, that matches my AC.
Does it?
Yeah.
Do you have
Yeah.
natural 13 AC?
Mm-hmm.
Right, good to know. You still get hit for 10 more damage.
I withdraw the short sword since he's having way too much fun, and I'm make my way over to here to Reiwa.
Mm-hmm. You stab him.
And I ask, what happens if I stab you? Are you gonna be as fun as the other one?
Try it and find out.
I'm pretty sure 22 hits him.
Ah, barely.
Barely.
That's 10 piercing damage. As you two get stabbed in your cage. How do you react to getting stabbed in your cage, Reiwa?
I imagine pain.
Hey, ugly, leave her alone.
Are you trying to talk to this one over here?
Uh-huh.
He turns around and looks at you and chatters his teeth at you. And the gentleman next to you speaks up for him and goes, "Oh, he doesn't have a tongue."
Wow, that's kinky.
What?
What?
Oh, I'm assuming you guys are lovers or something, right?
No,
Oh.
he's literally just another guy that works here.
That's always how it starts.
Totally.
You realize that you're in a cage and I can essentially do whatever I want to you, right?
Yeah, but I'm assuming at some point you have to let us out.
No, I don't actually. That's the whole point of being a jailer. I don't have to let you out.
But I'm assuming we have to be kept alive for some point.
Yeah, you're being kept alive to bleed, mate.
Well, look at me now. I'm bleeding out of the cage.
Exactly.
Did you get in trouble?
No. I mean,
No.
if I killed you, yeah, but you're very much still alive.
Are they distracted enough to where I could attempt to pop the lock?
Well, this one over here seems very distracted with Zaffa. This one here seems very distracted with the woman in the cage. So you could probably get away if you attempted to do a stealth check and passed their passive perception. So if you want to try... Oh, I'm afraid they can still see you out of the corner of their eyes. So if you're attempting to do something dodgy, they may take notice.
I'm assuming Artemis doesn't have her leg.
No. If you made your way over to Artemis, you would see that Artemis is laid down. One of her legs is missing, the left leg, the from below the knee. There doesn't seem to be a leg. And her right leg seems to be broken in, from what you can see.
Okay, so I still see the effects of the Nightmare King.
Yes, you do.
Okay. I will take the risk of attempting to pop the lock knowing that even though Reiwa only has one arm that I can tell, that they can still use a sword.
Well, you could see Reiwa's. You're close enough, and Reiwa has dealt with his problem enough that you can see that he has an arm.
Okay.
But you picked a terrible time. So, do me a favor. Roll me a... Do you have any tool proficiencies that you could use in this opportunity?
Unfortunately, I don't. Let me double check.
If you don't, roll me a sleight of hand to see if you can try to get that lock open.
The only tool proficiency I have is with my instrument.
Then roll me
I'm gonna beat it with my viol.
Now, roll me a sleight of hand then to see if you could try to get that lock open. So, you actually do manage to get the lock open, but you picked the worst fucking time, because while I was doing this, I was moving a token in the background, and this gentleman comes in.
Yep, that's my luck.
This gentleman comes huddled in. He's quite a tall man. He's about 7 foot, all in all. He's very, very aged. You can assume that he might be of vampiric in nature, but if you did, you'd be wrong. He has very shrunken in facial features, and most of his hair is missing. He is in the stage of balding, where the top is completely bald, but the sides still have withered amounts of silvering grey hair. He is wearing a very long black robe with a large collar, as you can see in the image. He also appears to be walking with the aid of a cane, the top of which seems to be that of a skull. You cannot tell from this distance, without some kind of medical check or perception check, if it is a real skull or if it is just a ornament. As you manage to get the lock off, it does not hit the ground yet, but you unlock it. That gentleman comes in. Now, you, Xana, may know a little bit about who this gentleman is. You don't know exactly everything, but what you would know is that in the bottom of the castle that you're in, there is an area dedicated for the teaching of necromancy and for the dissection of bodies for the purpose of teaching individuals the way to resurrect them. And you know that the person in charge of these talks, of these teaching lessons, is a lich by the name of Malkovia. This man seems to fit the description of the gentleman that you know as Malkovia. He comes in, and he is trotting along with his cane, and he doesn't quite see what you've done, but he does speak out towards you and everyone in the room. And he says the following. Well, it's good to see that our guests are up and about. It is good to see that you're here as well, Xana. I thought perhaps you would stick to the upper levels of the castle.
When I heard that we had new guests, I wanted to come and see them and see what fun could be had.
And yet you always seem to ignore when I ask if you would like to come down to join my teaching entourage.
I prefer to have my fun in private. I thought I was going to be alone. The jailers came in, and then, of course, you followed suit. This was completely unexpected.
Well, I do believe at least that point in what you're saying, that this was in fact unexpected. But I will say that while you are allowed the run of this castle, as with all of the other lords and ladies, I will say that you are to stay away from the individuals in these cages. They are not yours to play with.
Might I ask why that is? All the
Well,
other ones have been.
well, because you see, I have purchased these individuals for a reason.
And what reason is that, if I may ask?
You are rather gutsy today, aren't you?
I felt a little bold today.
Well, let me tell you, battling, this is not the time to grow courage. These beings are mine because I have purchased them. Whatever reason I have for purchasing them is mine and mine alone. I'm not going to divulge that to you.
Of course, that is your decision to make. You paid for them. It is. If you wish to keep why a secret, then that is your doing. I have no right to play with them, I suppose, but I don't suppose the jailers have a right to play with what's yours either.
No, they do not. And in fact, I do find it curious that the blue one seems to be bleeding.
Dude, totally. These guys can't take a joke.
Please, blue man, would you mind informing me why it is that you're bleeding, or more accurately, who it is that has caused you to bleed?
Totally, dude. This guy right over here
I
was
see.
saying that he could kill me with no repercussions.
Oh, he said that he could kill you with no repercussions. You see, he turns his attention towards him, and the man's kind of like, no, 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 I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said I could hurt him without repercussions. I didn't say I could kill him without repercussions. Roll me a deception check, Zalfar. I want to see if he believes that you said what you said. He looks and he seems like this could be something that the person could say. Maybe, maybe not, but he still doesn't like what has been said. So you can see that the gentleman raises up one of his withered hands and points towards the individual that you're talking to and blaming. And that individual seems to be very scared for a moment and seems to kind of be shaking his head and drops to his knees. And before he can attempt to plead, the tall man utters a word in a language you don't understand, and the individual before you ceases to be. Now, please understand, I don't wish to do that, and I do hope, Zana, that you understand that while you are higher up than him, that doesn't mean that I will let you simply come in here and do whatever you wish.
Now that I know it was you that purchased them, I will refrain from treating them as past property has been treated.
Good, good. I have no issue with you coming and speaking to them, but I would prefer that you keep them intact.
I will make sure that no harm, unless intentional, is brought to them.
And, before I go, please, just understand that, Your games will not be tolerated. If you understand what I'm saying. And with that, the individual will turn around, and with the click clank of his cane hitting the floor stone over and over and over again, he does in fact exit.
I'll let out a deep exhale once he was gone, before looking back at Reiwa and then the other jailer. And I would slide the sword in as he's starting to make his way down.
What do you mean by slide the sword in? Are you attempting to give Reiwa the sword?
Yes.
Roll me a stealth check, please.
Can I reach the body?
Oh. Let me deal with this bit, and then I'll go over to you, Zalfa. He sees you go to slide the sword in, and he immediately moves over and grabs a hold of it, and yanks it back before Reiwa can take it. And he goes, "What are you doing? You can't give that to him."
I was not planning on giving it to him. I was taunting him with it.
No, you were giving it to him.
Why would I give it to him blade side towards him?
I'm not an idiot. I was like 10 foot away from you. I know you were trying to give it to him. No, he was like right there when you were fucking passing it to him.
Well, of course, but I'm still gonna lie to him.
I'm just saying. Roll me a deception, and you're gonna have to get fucking high to tell this man that you were not about to give the tiefling a sword, as he saw you giving it. Fuck me! He goes, okay. Just don't holster it.
I slide the sword back into the sheath.
And just don't get it too close to him, especially not this one. I don't trust him to try and grab it and do something with it.
You know me so well, you sweet talker, you.
Right, Zalfa, you asked, is that body close enough? That body is exactly that distance from you.
Okay. I want to see if I can, if I'm able to pull him close up, maybe to see if there's a key on him or a small dagger.
Roll me a athletics to see if you can pull him closer towards you. You could just about pull him a little bit more closer towards you. Roll me an investigation to see what you can find on his body. Oh, you would have noticed that he has some like coin pouches on him, but that's really of no use to you right now. You certainly can't see any kind of keys on him. The rapier that he was holding to stab you with has fallen over on this side. So it was like in that hand, and it fell onto the floor there when he was totally annihilated. So it's physically impossible for you at this moment in time to reach the rapier, and that's all you can see.
Mm-hmm.
It's all the blood loss that caused that.
Yeah. So, if you have sheathed your sword, the guard will say to you, I think we should leave. Come on.
I still wanted to spend time in here getting some entertainment out of them.
Roll me a persuasion. Okay, he gives you a look up and down and he goes, alright, but, so I can at least make it look like I'm doing my job properly. Give me your weapons.
Okay, I'd give him the sword, and I'd give him the 2 tonfas.
Okay, he collects your weapons and he goes, just don't mess with them too much. I mean, you don't want to end up like him. And he gestures towards the individual laid down on the floor that is very much dead.
Okay. Before he leaves, can I do a perception to see if he has a key on him that I can attempt to swipe?
Do a perception check to see if you can see what's on them. You can see it. They are wearing their armor. They appear to be wearing some form of scale mail. You can see that each one of them does, much like the other individual, he has a rapier in a sheath to his side. He's obviously carrying the weapons that you have given him, but he does also appear to have a small dagger attached to the other side of his belt. He doesn't appear to have any keys that you can physically see. He appears to have little pouches attached to his belt, but it doesn't look like a kind of pouch that a key would be in, especially not the key for something like these.
Okay.
And then as he passes, he goes over towards his friend's body and begins to drag it out with him. You go over there a second. And he exits promptly. You no longer have any of your weapons, I'm afraid, Xana. And you are very much aware that there's a lich down here.
Yeah, but I did manage to get one lock popped, so...
You did. You still have popped that lock. No one has noticed that the lock is, in fact, open.
I do remove the lock and slowly open the door so that Reiwa can step out.
Rayra, your door is open. Do you wish to get out of your cage?
Yeah,
And you're doing just fine.
I was gonna say that.
Fucking beat you to it, motherfucker. You still do, in fact, have the bindings on your hands, and you still are wearing a rather large, thick black iron collar around your neck. But you are free of your cage at the very least.
Are the bindings rope or chain?
They are chains.
Hmm.
Are you, okay. How do I do this?
Yeah, you took my damn weapons.
Yeah, I know. Roll me a perception check, Kara. There's some information I want to provide, and this is the best way to do it.
This is the time I'm gonna roll something terrible.
You said he took the dead guard's body. Did he also take the dead guard's weapon, or did he leave that?
Yes, he did take the dead guard's weapon. So what you would notice, Kara, or Xana would notice, realistically, is that there are several needle pricks up and down Reiwa's arms. And they are very bruised. You're not particularly familiar with what goes on too much down in the dungeon. Maybe you've kept yourself away from it because you know nasty particular things go down there. Or maybe you kept yourself away from it because you know that the lich down there isn't a fun person to be around. Malkovia is not someone you particularly have an interest in. He has invited you down to join in on his lessons many times, but for one reason or another, perhaps you just don't want to be around a fucking lich. You have told him no, essentially. But you do know that a common practice in the dungeon is people are being bloodletted in one of the rooms, and it appears to you that perhaps Reiwa has in fact been one of the individuals that is taken into a room to be drained of blood.
I asked Reiwa how long ago it was since he was bloodletted.
Well, judging from the trajectory of the sun and the moon and all the stuff, I don't know.
You would just remember, Reiwa, that the last thing you remember is being outside with Eleanor in the car, and the next thing you remember is waking up in here.
I said what I said.
I know. I'm just telling you what you know. I'm just telling you what you would know.
I'd make my way over to Zalfer and ask him to hold out his arms to see if he's got the same marks.
Do you hold out your arms, Zalfa?
Dude, don't stab. I'm still kind of bleeding.
The jailer took my weapons. I can't stab.
Whatever. And I'll extend my arms.
Yep. I'm not going to have you do a perception check for this. I'm just going to count that 18 for anyone that you want to check over. He has the exact same thing, dotted up and down both of his arms. Appear to be a series of injection marks. They have already bruised, so the bruises are all already up, and you can see them very clearly. So it is apparent to you that he too has been had some of his blood forcefully taken from him.
Okay. I have to figure out a way to get the rest of the locks off without a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move over to this Iron Maiden, and I'm gonna check to see if the spikes are a part of it or if they're like screwed in or something like that.
The spikes are a part of it, and you can tell that to break one off would be you'd have to be incredibly strong. Or will exude a lot of effort to do so.
Okay. Oh, that is out of the question.
Reiwa, what are you doing with your newfound semi-freedom?
Reiwa.
Honestly, he was probably just making stupid faces at Artemis, knowing she cannot do anything.
You are being summoned over by the fishman. Do you... Oh no, here we go.
Dude, I don't know if we can trust her. She stabbed you, but...
Roll a stealth check. You're trying to keep this between the two of you, I'm assuming.
Both of us or just him?
If you are going to whisper back, I would want you to do a stealth check too, please.
Does Reiwa care enough to whisper?
That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can trust her. I don't know if this group can trust me. We're kind of built on a foundation of not trusting each other. It's like half of our gimmick.
Xana, roll me a perception. I want to see if you heard what Zalfa said. You can hear very clearly... Oh, no, you fucking can't. You hear clearly what
It's only a matter
Reiwa
of
said.
time.
You heard what Reiwa said, but you don't hear what Zalfa said, so you've heard Reiwa's part of that conversation.
Dude, I need my sword.
And people in the hells want ice water. I don't know if there's much we can do about either of those problems at the moment.
Can you check the brazier to see if there's anything hard in it with the fires. If maybe they might have thrown in something in there, a coin or something, to see if it melts.
What is a coin going to do?
Well, for one thing, you might be able to pop this damn lock. I don't know.
What normal person throws money into a fire?
I do.
I said normal person.
Very true, but it melts, and I'm bored.
Are you going to be searching the brazier for random coins?
Or something hardened.
Sure.
Okay, roll me an investigation. How are you investigating this?
Yeah, I'm fire resistant. I'll just use my hands.
Please take... It would be 4, but you're fire resistant, so please take 2 damage because you just put your hands in hot fucking brazier. It's not lit, but it's been lit previously.
That's
it's
fine.
still warm.
Do I find anything that looks like it could break a lock?
There's like warm stones in there. There's no coin. I don't know who throws coins in them. Like, that's the fucking weird thing, but yeah, no, there's no coin.
I'm gonna take one of those rocks.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw it at Zolfer's head.
Right. Roll, I guess a dex would work for this? Yeah, roll me a dex. Just straight dex. Yeah, you fucking hit him. Are you trying to hurt him?
Yes.
Right, please take 1 bludgeoning damage, Zolfer.
It's fine.
Do I? How big is the rock?
It's the size of a rock. This rock is in fact the size of a rock. It's a pebble. It's not particularly big, but someone did sling it at your head, so it did hurt.
Hey Tara, what is Lorelai thinking and looking like as she watches her companions gun stuff around?
That's a good point. What is Lorelai thinking as all of this goes on?
Internal screaming.
Pretty much, yeah.
Tell you what, do me a wisdom saving throw. I want to see if the mental torment of these fucks is enough for you to get over your fear.
Oh, okay.
She's been given an aneurysm through stupidity.
The stupidity of the fools is so much that you just out of nowhere call them idiots, and as you do, you realize, oh, you can in fact speak. You can speak again.
What in luck's name are you doing?
We're doing our best.
So, Lorelai has spoken. She is awake again and now has the ability to speak, as you are so dumb that she has refound her voice from your idiocy.
Can I attempt to investigate the cages themselves to see if there's any other means of getting them open or getting them out?
Yes, you can investigate the cages.
Question: the locks themselves are they attached to the doors, or are they like a padlock?
Shit,
They are attached
my
to
lugs
the
ran
doors.
out.
You have noticed that these cages can in fact be unlocked by a key. That's
Yeah,
what you have
knew
realized.
it. The secret's been figured out.
The locks are built into the doors.
Oh no.
So I'm gonna do what happens in all these movies and shows and whatnot. I'm gonna head over to the front and just see if there's a key hanging on the wall.
Okay. Roll me a perception check. There is no fucking key hanging on the walls. I'm not gonna fucking let you break out that easy.
For busy work, Zolfer's just gonna kind of like pocket the pebble, the rock,
Okay.
and just honestly just kind of rub it against the chain.
Like,
They actually
Oh, thank God
my
you said
God,
that.
yeah. I
Just-
think we all breathed a sigh of relief when you said against the chain.
just busy work on that one. Just something to keep his hands busy.
Okay. Well, yeah, you could do that. You could rub the rock against it. It's not gonna break you out, I'm afraid, but it
No.
might buy some time. You know, give you something to do.
Is there anything in the empty cages that I could possibly see that could be of any use?
Roll me a perception check, or if you want to go out to individual ones, roll me investigation.
It's a skeleton with a lockpick in it.
God, my rolls are getting worse and worse.
No, not that you can see. Not from where you are. You look. You give a cursory glance around. There's nothing that you can see.
Question: do these cages have the same markings as the cage that brought us here?
No, they do not.
Lorelai, can you use your magic?
Can I?
Would you like to try to use your magic?
I'm not sure what I would use, to be honest.
That's a good point. Well, if you wanted to use your magic, what magic would you use?
I don't really have anything that is useful in the current context.
Welcome to being a ranger.
Can I summon my psychic armament?
Roll me an Arcana.
Okay. Arcana.
You have managed to just about summon your psychic armament.
Okay.
You felt a mental struggle to do so. It was more effort than you would normally have to input in summoning it. It's almost as natural as breathing to you normally, but to attempt to do it now, it was incredible effort from your part.
Okay. So I do have it or no?
You know you do have it. You do have it. It's just it felt like it was mentally taxing to do it.
Yeah. Okay. I would let it be known that I am able to use it, but it's a lot greater effort.
That's something to nothing.
Mhm.
That's more than I can do right now.
Maybe you should try harder and just believe.
Maybe you should
Clap
try harder.
hard.
Yeah. Nah. Like, I don't have my own magic. Mine was always borrowed.
Are
Lord,
you talking out loud at the moment?
I am.
Okay. As you are talking, a figure that one of you may recognize appears in and goes, "What's going on here?" I think one of you may remember who these individuals are. Kara, you are noticed by a man wearing black armor, and he appears to be looking at you and asking what's going on in here. What are you gonna do?
I am going to step forward.
Mm-hmm.
5, 10, 15, 20. And just say what I basically said before, that I'm just in here just tormenting the new purchases.
Dude, she's making fun of my broken sausage link.
Roll me a
That's
deception.
more of a little smoky, if anything.
And I will drop trowel. I'm like, it doesn't hurt as much as it looks.
Roll me a deception at an advantage because he's fucking just showing him his broken dick.
Because he dropped now.
Oh, hear her.
No, it was her.
Oh, okay.
He looks and goes, God, what? My God, what happened to you, sir?
Yeah. Picked a fight with some ugly dude, and he was like, I'm gonna break your link. I'm like, nah, no. And snap.
Oh, God, even Aldrich isn't that much of an asshole. Ah. You know what? Do whatever you're doing. This is fucking weird. I'm no. And he leaves.
Yeah.
He didn't
Joke-
want to be fucking around while you were like showing off your broken penis. And I think we could all fucking agree with that.
Joke's on him. It's not broken.
It looks pretty broken to me.
My mind is stronger than it looks.
Please, for the love of every god that does and doesn't exist, pull your pants back up.
Yeah, please pull your pants back up.
Okay. And I will undrop trowel.
Raise trowel, one might say.
Raise chow.
Only in the morning.
God, I just want to see if there's a way to lock the door so people stop coming in.
Wouldn't
So,
that be more suspicious, though?
Yes,
as you
infinitely more.
as you do that, the guy comes back in because he realized that out of the corner of his eye, he saw a red tiefling that wasn't in a cage. And he comes back in, weapons drawn. Those of you that aren't in cages, please roll initiative. Right, so which out of the two of you, who has the higher dex? So Xana, what's your dex?
We're tied. We're both at 20.
You're both at 20. Right, okay. Both of you roll me a d6. Well, fucking, we worked out who... Oh, for fuck's sake! Right. Both of you roll me a d4. I swear to fuck. I swear to fuck. I swear to fuck.
D4?
D4.
Do it. Roll for
Oh,
it.
there we
God
go.
damn.
Oh my god, I was hoping it would happen.
If that happened, I was gonna say both of you roll me a d2.
What would you have happened if every single one tied?
I would have just chose. Right, so
Roll a D100.
roll a d100. There you go. There you go. That's what it would be. Right, so Xana, you have noticed this guy's come back in, and when he's come back in, he's had weapons drawn. So you think that he notices that someone is free. So you feel like this man may need to be dealt with.
Yeah. I quickly move in. So 5, 10, 15.
Yeah.
And I will go for a punch with Stunning Strike.
Okay, go for it. That misses, I'm afraid.
I will go again with Stunning Strike.
Yeah,
And that also misses.
Punchity punch kick, indeed.
Rename that to Whiffity Whiff Whiff, please. Right. Do you... That's your 2 actions. Do you want a bonus action, or...
I've already... I don't remember if key gets used if I don't actually hit something.
No?
It's still used,
Does
I
it?
think.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no, no. It only happens when you actually hit.
Yeah, I think it's only when you hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, are you thinking specifically for Stunning Strike?
Yeah.
Yes, Stunning Strike is only if the hit lands.
Okay. Then I will do Flurry of Blows.
Do your bonus action attacks. That one definitely hits. That's 10 damage.
And now you can choose to add on a stunning strike if you want.
Yes.
Yeah, I will add a Stunning Strike onto that, so DC 15
That's a
con save.
Con save.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So he fails.
Yeah, one more hit with flurry.
I just want to make sure that landed first.
Yeah, he fails. He only got a 5, so that one definitely hits as well. And that's 9.
I think your hits are now at advantage.
Yeah, what is Stunning Strike? Pop it in the chat so that we know.
I think it
I
stuns.
think it stuns.
I would have been really annoyed if it paralyzed instead of stunned.
So it provides the stunned condition. So I'm just going to get the stunned condition up so that we can know. Paralyzed, prone, stunned. A stunned creature is incapacitated, can't move, and can speak only faintly. The creature automatically fails, strength and dex saving throws. Attacks against the creature have advantage. So yes, please roll punchity punch kick one more time to see if you crit.
Okay.
If not, we'll just take the 9 damage.
Close.
No. So he's taken the 9. He's taking the 9 damage.
Okay.
Right, Reiwa, it is now your turn.
I have no weapons. I have no magic.
You have no weapons, you have no magic. You're a man!
Do I still have my cloak?
Yes, because it's an item of clothing, yes.
So if I was to try to smother someone,
Okay.
what would that be?
It would be an improvised weapon.
Maybe a grapple.
Hmm.
Because that's what it is, it's an improvised weapon.
It's not that I don't have magic, it's that my magic is a pain in the ass to get to. Thank you, traffic.
They just wanted to add their input.
She kinda looks like she has this covered.
So you just gonna leave them to it?
Actually. From where I am, can I see if he has any keys or any such on him?
Roll me a perception check. He doesn't look like he has any keys on him. He looks exactly like his image. He looks like an individual wearing a cloak, hiding some basic armor, carrying a rapier and a dagger.
He's carrying both?
Yes. He has a rapier in one hand and a dagger in the other.
Would I be able to approach him and try to take one of them from his stunned hands?
Yes. You could go up and you could try and do a... I'll let you go up and try and do a sleight of hand to see if you can pull one of the weapons out from his hands.
Oh boy. Sleight of hand.
What are you going for? Are you going for the rapier or the dagger?
The rapier.
Okay, roll me a sleight of hand. No.
Ha!
You try to grab it out, and he is stunned, but his grip on his weapon is enough that he's not letting go. And I'm gonna say that's trying to pry it out of his hand is gonna be your action.
Okay.
So, do you have any bonus actions you want to do?
I have so many bonus actions, but they're all technically magical. No.
No? Okay.
I will use the last... Oh, he's stunned, so he can't attack, can he?
It doesn't say that he can't attack.
Well, is he incapacitated since he's stunned?
Stunned just says a stunned... Oh, yeah, incapacitated. Yeah, it does say that. Yeah.
And no, he cannot.
Yeah, no, he cannot.
I will use the last 5 feet of my 35 movement speed, because Ranger, to take a step back.
So he
technically...
is... Yeah, that is true. He is now technically still stunned because it's the end of your next turn, Xana. So, you can't move, you can't do anything. It is now your turn, Xana.
Okay. I am going to...
Tax would be at advantage because of him being stunned until the end of this turn.
I'm going to use Draconic Disciple.
Pop it in the chat, please. Okay. So, you can now be doing your punchies and turn them into elemental damage.
So, I will...
I swear, if you've got dumb names for this.
Please tell me you have dumb
You've
names.
got fucking dumb names for this. I'm not looking at your sheet, but...
I honestly don't.
Are you sure? I don't believe you.
No, I put dumb names for my stuff, though.
I am going to change my attack to poison.
Oh, okay. Bold.
Bold choice.
Okay, so 27 does definitely hit. Roll damage.
Yeah. So...
Hit. So that is 10 poison damage.
And I will attack again.
Go for it. At advantage, because he is still stunned.
That
15 misses, I'm afraid, yeah.
I am not going to... I'm not going to use another flurry of blows just yet, so I'm ending my turn.
Well, you get a free bonus action anyway, don't you?
You do.
You
Bonus action, you get it for hit.
You always get one for free. That's how I remember, because Fabio plays a monk on our Saturday game. You always get one for free. It's you spend if you want more than one.
Yeah, I always get those mixed up because I also play a monk in another game and it gets confusing with that. So
that's fair. That does hit. So roll damage. That's 9 more damage. So no stunning strikes done though.
Might as well keep it going.
Yeah, might as well, just to keep him stun locked.
Alright, let's see if he can... But he passes it, so he's fine.
Damn.
Right, Reiwa, it's your turn. You've seen the Describe to me, Kara, how does your fists do poison damage?
Whenever they change to whatever element, if it's something like poison, like it literally starts to like seep the like greenish liquid from my fists.
Marvelous. So, Reiwa, you have seen this figure that's been trying to help you, that you have had people called Xana, punching at this individual, and now when they were giving their last flurry of punches towards them, you notice that their hands seem to be starting to drip a green goo. What are you gonna do about this?
Gross.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. 5 feet forward.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna. He's no longer stunned.
No, he is no longer stunned.
Hey, whatever. I'm gonna kick him.
Alright, roll an unarmed attack for me. I'm pretty
That
sure
is
strength would just work. We'll see if you can do. That misses, I'm afraid. You could swing again if you want.
cast a dick kick.
Yeah! Roll me 2d4 plus your strength mod. You critted with a punch. Good job. You did a massive 7 damage to him. Get fucked.
I like to imagine it was literally just a below the belt kick.
A knee to the bollocks. Nice.
Gray was not a man of culture. He is a man who's probably gotten into bar fights.
I couldn't believe that he's killed men in bar fights.
And then, because 35 feet, I'm bold. I have decent armor because my dexterity is not terrible.
He's gonna make an attack of opportunity against you, so
He can try.
well, he can,
Yeah.
you can do more than fucking try, mate. Take 10 piercing damage, please. Right, it is his turn though now, and he is going to try to swing for you, Xana. And he crits. That's great. That's what I love to see. What I love to see.
I don't like to see that.
Please take 9 damage, please. And then he swings at you again. 13, I'm going to hesitate to guess, misses. And he's going to try to stab you with his dagger. And he crits again. So please take 7.
These are some bullshit rolls.
He is then going to take the bonus action of dodging. It is now your turn.
Who the fuck does he think he is?
You know exactly who he is. He's a Black Hand swordsman.
Yeah, I know.
His name's right there. It says it.
I hate these assholes.
That's why I put him in here, just to piss you off. That definitely hits. And that's 6 bludgeoning. Oh, no, wait, no. You're at disadvantage. He's dodging. Roll that again for me.
Okay, I wasn't sure if dodging just meant his AC went up or if I was at disadvantage.
No, you're at disadvantage. He takes the dodge action as a bonus action. Okay, well, you don't get the crit, but you still do the 6. So now with your next attacks, please make sure they're at disadvantage, please.
Yep. So that
14
misses.
does miss. 17, that does just hit, so roll damage.
Yeah, I remember their fucking AC.
That's 6 more bludgeoning. And unless you wish to move, that's you.
Yeah, that's me.
Right, Reiwa, it's your turn again. You can see that the two of them are duking it out a little bit. You managed to knee him in the nuts before. You're going to attempt to do so again. Let's see.
Yes.
Go for it, buddy. What a fucking hidden technique. You just run up to the guy trying to knee him, and then you run away. What a tactic.
Are these at disadvantage?
Yes, because he's dodging.
Hmm.
So just roll strength. So that misses. That definitely misses. Are you gonna try to run away again?
No, because I used 30 feet of movement to get this far.
Just thought it would be funny if we were gonna try. Right, it's the Black Hand's turn. He is gonna start swinging. He doesn't like that you need him in the nuts, not Zolfa. I did that, Reiwa, so he's gonna go for you. Does a 23
Okay.
hit you? Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Please take 9 piercing damage. He is then gonna go his other rapier at you, Kara. And a 20. Does a 20 hit? A 20 hits.
Yeah, just barely.
Please take 11 piercing. And then he's gonna try to dagger Reiwa. Oh look, it hits. Please take 5 piercing.
Why do I have a feeling none of us are getting out of here?
Xana, it is your turn again. I appreciate that one guy is doing more damage to Ray. One random guy is doing more damage to Reiwa than I'm pretty sure most things have done damage to him this entire campaign so far.
We're not at disadvantage anymore because he didn't use his bonus action.
No, he didn't bonus action.
Okay.
I deliberately made sure not to do that so you could hit him. Well, not at advantage.
I don't know why that still rolled at disadvantage. I thought I put it at normal.
A 26 still hits, though, so roll damage. That's 7. And that matches, so roll damage. And you have killed him. How do you kill him?
I follow suit with Reiwa and just knee him right in the crotch.
What is it with this campaign and dick damage?
Because I hate the Black Hand.
Just as dumb words are, what do you have against my nuts?
You hit him so hard in the nuts with your knee that he coughs up blood and seems to die from
He
shock.
coughs up the key.
He does not, I'm afraid, cough up the key. But you do have a dead Black Hand swordsman now. He has a because I know you're gonna fucking loot his body anyway. He has a rapier, he has a dagger, and I will tell you what armor he has. He has light armor. Leather.
But no key.
No key, I'm afraid.
Okay.
You all already know I am claiming several layers of dibs.
I tell Reiwa we should probably use the dagger to try and get the rest of the locks undone.
I'll let you do that with the dagger. I'm gonna add my rapier to my character sheet.
I take the dagger and head over to Zalfers, even though this is probably the worst idea. Because the last thing we need is him free.
You said it's just leather armor?
Yep.
Cool.
And I attempt to pop the lock.
Right. since you do not have like proficiency in tools or anything, just roll me a sleight of hand. That definitely pops the lock. And because you critted, I'm going to say that the dagger is fine in the process.
Okay. I will make my way over to Lorelei, and I will attempt the same.
Afraid there hasn't done it on that try. You do notice that the dagger has taken a bit of damage, though. You feel like if you perhaps mess up a few times, the dagger might break.
Okay. I guess I will attempt again.
Go for it. That time it comes off completely. Like, you managed to break through the lock enough to be able to free Lorelei.
Okay. I open the door for her, and I will head over. I'll head over to Artemis, even though
You would
what
notice,
good will it do?
as you go over there, that Artemis appears to be unconscious. She has said nothing throughout this whole occasion, and that's because she is knocked out.
Okay.
I just thought she was hopping mad.
No, she's knocked out.
You know, Helena, I thought that joke really had legs.
I saw where you're going with it.
I'm walking away. So you...
I was jumping on board with that joke.
You try again, and I'm afraid that you fail, and you notice that the dagger is breaking more, to the point where if you perhaps do any more damage to it, it will snap completely.
Okay. I mean, it's the only thing that's worked, so I've got to keep trying it.
Try again.
Nope.
The dagger breaks, the blade breaks in the lock.
Whoops.
Big whoopsie.
Well, you know.
While they are doing that, I want to take this corpse and hide it
Okay.
in one of the Iron Maidens.
Okay, drag the corpse over and pop it in one of the Iron Maidens. Do you shut the door and everything?
Yes.
As you shut the door, you hear a nasty squishing sound, and you see blood begin to pool underneath the Iron Maiden.
They won't be wondering where the body went now.
So...
Are we the bad guys?
Yes, you always have been.
Never.
So, Lorelei, you are free. Reiwa, you are free. Zolfa, you are free. Xana, you've always been free, but you are still free. Sadly, the way that you were trying to
I
get
am no
out...
longer free.
Oh, I go back in the cage. Shut the door. So, yes, I'm afraid Artemis is still unconscious in her cell, and Emil seems to be unconscious in her cell as well. Do you dare try to leave this room?
Try to see if there's maybe another grate or something for drainage, or maybe another passage.
I'm gonna tell you right now, there isn't.
Okay.
Not in this room. There's no way out in this room, I'm afraid. There's a door right there, though.
Can I actually go to Artemis and touch her to see if she feels cold or warm?
She feels a little bit chilly. You can tell very easily, like a 5 on a medicine check. roll me a medicine check. I want to see if there's a chance you get less than a 5. Oh, fucking barely. You could tell as you go to reach through to check that she is still breathing. She is very cold, and you can see up and down her arms there are those needle pricks that are on your arms. And one of them is still kind of bleeding a little bit. So you can tell that perhaps she was recently taken for bloodletting, and that might be why she's unconscious.
Okay.
But she is still alive, I can tell you that much.
So what do we do now?
Well, the dagger broke off in the lock. So,
Well, it would have been hard to carry her out of here anyways. As much as I don't want to leave her behind, there's not much we can really do for her.
We can look to get a key.
we haven't been able to find one yet.
We've also only checked one room.
I mean, do you want to risk going out in the hallway knowing or not knowing what's out there?
How are we going to get out otherwise?
It's a fair point. What about the other one over there? And I would point to her.
You would have noticed that EML hasn't been saying anything, so and seems to be slumped over on the floor as well. So one could assume that she is either unconscious or dead.
I'll go and check her as well.
Do me a medicine check, please. She is very much unconscious. Again, you do a similar thing to what you did with Artemis. She's very deeply knocked out, and she does have tracks of blood running down from needle pricks in her arms, but she is alive. She is just unconscious, probably from having too much blood taken at one time.
Well, I'm telling you right now, if we don't find a key in a hurry, they're going to make these two suffer because you all escaped. Would I, having been here for a while, possibly know where the keys are at?
You haven't been down to the dungeons too much. You would know that they are normally kept on one specific individual down there. It's not like every single guard has a copy of the key or anything. There is one key down there, and one of the guards is designated to look after that key for their shift. You would know that much. So you would know a guard has it, but you don't know which guard has it. And just for your sake, because you would have actually traveled down here, you would be able to remember that this is what you would remember.
Okay.
I've revealed a little bit more so you can see what you would have at the very least seen coming down here to get these people out.
Really quick, I would, now I'm free, I would still, again, try to commune with my packed weapon.
Roll me a wisdom.
Wisdom save, or?
Yeah, wisdom save.
Alright.
You attempt to commune with it, and you feel like you can hear it, but you feel like something at the moment is blocking you from getting access to it. If you wish to do more investigation of that, you can roll me an Arcana check.
Okay.
It was a relatively low thing. You can't really feel anything in this room that is preventing you from doing it, but you sure can sense something around your neck. And you can tell that there is something innately magical about this black metal collar attached to your neck.
Okay, got it.
You feel that maybe these two things may connect, and there may be something to do with that thing around your neck that is perhaps preventing you from gaining your magical abilities, even if they are innately magical from your god or being.
Okay. All right. I will just stay here with the meal. I'll just wait for the others.
Can I go to the blood that is leaking out of the Iron Maiden and attempt to use drain on it to regain health?
No, you have to actually drain a living target.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
No, that's a fair question, but I would
Yes.
rule that you have to drain a living target.
Okay. I tell everybody to go back to their cells for a moment, but don't close the doors all the way while I look outside to see what might be out there and if they can be taken.
Okay.
Are you attempting to leave the room?
Yeah, I am heading towards the doors.
Okay. Well, once you leave, you would see exactly what you can all see. You would see that right outside, next to the door, there is another one of those vampire guards. There is another one a little further down, and there appears to be another one of those black hand fellows right along the top.
Okay. I will specifically open this door so as to block as much of his view as possible into the room
Okay.
before heading out.
Okay. He seems to be looking forward, as in this direction, so he doesn't seem to much notice what you do.
Okay. As I'm opening the door, would I feel him there as I'm trying to open it up and might hit up against him?
No, it doesn't hit up against him. It's fine.
Okay. I would see the two up there, and of course this one, and I would make a slight motion, so probably stealth. Just
What are you trying to do?
like have my hand behind my back and just kind of like motion them forward.
Let me check his passive perception a second. Let's have a little look. What is a black hand swordsman passive perception?
It's 3.
No, but it's low. So you managed to do what you wanted to do. You can do that without him noticing.
Okay. I shut the door behind me, and I will. I just kind of like stand around. Do I recognize which one of the guards it was that dragged the dead body of the other guard out,
He doesn't appear to
or
be here.
they just look too similar?
No, you would notice that guy definitely had blood on him from dragging the guy, and you can see that the two guards that you can see from there don't look like him, because they don't have any blood down their armor.
Okay. I tell the three of them that given what's already happened with one of the jailers, Malkovia does not want the prisoners harmed any more than what he specifically wants. I know it's fun to torment and torture them, but unless you want to end up like the other jailer, I would suggest giving this room a wide berth at the moment.
So, the Black Hand is just not even listening to what you're saying. He's just carrying on with his business. And
Yeah,
eventually,
you get the fuck out of here.
Eventually heads upstairs. The two guards, the one next to the door, kind of just gives you a nod. You could tell by his nod that perhaps he was told when Malkovia was leaving. The other gentleman up the top says, "No, thank you for warning us. We'll obviously be careful. I'll be careful next time I'm going in there. I think some of them are due for a draining in a few hours, so I'll be careful when I'm taking them out. But thank you for the heads up."
Well, one of them, the one-legged one, definitely looked in rough shape from her last letting. I definitely wouldn't take her because you could risk her dying, and that's the last thing that I doubt Malkovia wants.
Oh no, don't worry. The cripple and the blind one, we only just got done draining them. We're gonna take the Triton man and the Tiefling next.
Well, if anyone deserves to suffer, it's definitely the Triton.
We've heard that a lot, to be honest with you.
I'll make my way a bit further down, but not too far as to where I'm not in range to do something should one of them come out.
Okay. Gonna just reveal a little bit more. You can see it there's some more stuff up there. See there's some more stuff down here. See some more stuff up here.
Kind of want one of these rugs. Just to roll a body up in.
You haven't got any bodies to worry about so far. You've hidden the one in the Iron Maiden, so you've got 3 more spaces to hide bodies.
That's true. So now I'm just kind of waiting to see if the team decides to come out and do anything, or if they're just happy in their cages.
Well, I don't know what our plan is.
Hmm.
You would see from where you are that from this direction, a old man being dragged by 2 guards is being pulled along. You can see that the old man is bleeding from some injection marks on his arms, and he is being pulled down and dragged back into this room.
Okay.
All of those in your cages with your doors shut as much as you can see that an elderly man barely hanging on to life is being pulled in by these 2 vampire guards. They then go up to this cage here, and one of them, and I'm going to give him a little mark so you know which one, I'm going to go with red, unlocks this cage and tosses the old man in before locking it again.
I thought he was gonna Three Stooges on the blood.
No. They then proceed to leave after the old man has been dumped in the cage.
Oh, the old switcheroo. I asked who the old man was because I didn't think that there was another member of that party.
The vampire guard up here goes, "Oh no, he's not one of theirs. We're just keeping him in that room since we've got the spare cages." You know how it is. We don't want the livestock taking up too much room.
That's true.
I mean, not after we had to get rid of the last guy, you know. The big one.
I mean, truth be told, we could probably fit about 2 or 3 easily in each cage if we really wanted to.
Yeah, if it comes down to it, we'll start doubling up and tripling up on the cages. But for now, we're fine. We've got a few more in the bleeding room. And to be honest, some of them, like that old man, they probably don't have many bleedings left in them. So once we die, we'll feed them to the horde.
Sure, whatever that means.
I don't know what that means. I don't know. What does that mean?
That makes me sad.
I don't know what that means.
The Warcraft reference.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think we are? A bunch of nerds?
You said feed him to the horde.
Oh yeah. I did say feed him to the horde. That's fair.
Yeah, what kind of nerds are y'all that y'all don't recognize that?
Yeah.
For shame.
The anime kind.
For shame.
I'm literally every other kind of nerd except for a Warcraft one.
That's fair.
But, all that being said, you do now know that there are other people that use these cages, and those of you who are in the cages do know who has the key.
Well, are we going to act on that information, or do we wait for them to bleed us?
That's a good question.
I'd say just wait and just bleed out.
It might be a fun change of pace for them to just come kill us.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, not to throw a spanner in the wait for them to come bleed you, plan. But how do you think they're gonna feel when they come to unlock the door and go, "Hold on a minute, this door's unlocked"?
Subvert their expectations by making it look like we're going to break out and then having them kill us.
And then we bring in the backup party.
Wait a minute. How did the tiefling get armor and a rapier?
Hold on!
Where did the elf get her half harp from?
Something's amiss here, you guys!
Something's rotten in Spee.
Something's wrong. I can feel it.
I do appreciate that those two came in, jumped the old man in, did not see that the tiefling has a sword and armor, and did not see that the elf has a half harp.
To be fair, Reiwa is wearing a heavy black cloak over his armor. That is on his character sheet, that he wears a hooded black cloak.
That's true. That's true. And they wouldn't have taken away basic clothing from you, sir.
I am useless.
We know.
No one's truly useless.
Oh no, I am.
Except you. It's what it feels like to not be able to just summon your weapon.
No one's truly useless, but there's always exceptions.
Oh, is it?
Like a wizard.
Like a ranger in a campaign with no exploration.
Like a wizard below level 5. Or a fighter below level 5.
At this point, it's mostly on Reiwa and Lorelei.
Oh, you give me far too much credit.
Yeah.
I,
Looks like it is on you guys.
I don't have the best weapon.
I don't have the best health.
It's true. I don't think
Maybe I shouldn't have stabbed you.
Maybe you
I
shouldn't have.
I'm gonna try a cure wounds on you if you want.
I could try cure wounds on me if I wanted. I don't think I can.
If you haven't gotten the gist of it now, something in that room, it's the collars around your neck, are attempting to prevent you from casting magic. So,
What is this, divinity?
Yes. It's as almost as if I've used these slave collars before. So they're preventing something about them is attuned to prevent you from.
We don't need to hear about your personal life.
I'm not talking about my personal life. I'm talking about yours. What it is that something about those collars is attuned to naturally try to prevent you from doing magic. So, for example, Lorelei managed to fight through it and summon her half harp, but Zolfa has tried to push through it and hasn't been able to summon his weapon. You haven't really well, obviously Xana doesn't have one, so they can do any of their key stuff as much as they want. So the idea is, if you, while wearing the collars, if you're attempting to cast some form of magic, even be it through a feature, you have to roll a wisdom save to see if you can fight through it. If you roll bad enough, you take psychic damage. But if you roll well enough, you can push through and make the magic happen. So if you wanted to attempt to cure wounds yourself, you can still try. You just have to succeed on the wisdom saving throw before you can do it.
Well, if we did wait for them to come get us, there's a possibility we could get the jump on them, though I don't know how many people will actually come.
I'm just gonna keep on trying for my sword.
All right, try again. Do me another wisdom saving throw. Nope, you've not managed to push it. So that is 1d6. That's 5 psychic damage, please.
Why do I have a feeling they're just gonna kill themselves before they even get out of the cages again?
Remember, getting these people out is your way out, Xana. And this is just the dungeon level.
Yeah.
reports of our stupidity were not exaggerated enough.
They were
No,
undersold.
I've seen the episodes. It's the levels of stupidity are accurate.
If anything, we undersold ourselves.
Yeah, if anything.
I don't have the hell to fight 4 people.
Well, let's talk about what we know. We know that when the gentlemen, when they were putting the old man in, there was only 2 of them. We know that for a fact.
Yeah, but if I go up there and try and steal the key off of him and fail,
Oh yeah, that
it's going to alert both of them, which is going to alert both of these 2.
But are you going to attempt to maybe wait it out and see if those guards... Because you, Xana, knows that one of the guards has mentioned that in a couple of hours they're going to be coming for Zalfa and Rewa to drain them. And if the people in the cages know that only 2 individuals... And you would know because you saw them dragging it. Only 2 individuals went in to throw the body back. So it's possibly safe to assume that when they're going to be drained next, 2 individuals are going to be going in to get them.
That might probably be for the best, is just to wait it out and hope to get a surprise attack on them.
Yeah, that does sound like a decent plan.
Would it count as a short rest?
Yes, it would. It would. Because it's going to be about 2 hours until they come to take Zolfa. So I would 100% allow that as a short rest. So any individuals that use things that took short rests, you can do so. You can...
Roll my dice.
Yes, and you can do your hit dice as well.
Why did it do a... Oh wait, that's Zolfer's, not mine. So,
Like you can.
I mean, Zolfa's was kind of better anyway, so... Oh.
I have this really bad habit of rolling the same number over and over again.
Yeah, you do. I would ask though, is Xana going to linger in the hallways for the whole time, or is she going to go and rejoin the group?
Probably pace around for a little bit before eventually making their way back inside to wait for the jailer.
It is also my assumption that you guys would discuss this plan, and you would all know that the idea is that when the guards come to take Zolfa, you're going to attempt to jump them. Is that fair to say that you would have discussed that plan?
Yeah, I would have told them that in a few hours they are coming to blood out the Rewa and Zolfer, and this may be our only chance to get a hold of the key to let everybody else out.
Okay. Well, whenever everybody has hit dice up and is ready for it, let me know.
I'm gonna still try again for my weapon.
Okay, right. Try again for me. All right. So that is still a fail.
Okay.
You take 2 damage. However, because you have now done it 4 times, You also take a single point of exhaustion.
Okay. Got it. I'll mark it down. Okay. Got it.
Okay, I'm done with my hit dice.
Is it safe to say that everybody is prepared now and ready?
Yeah, I will not do a damn thing.
Okay.
I will just be spinning around in a circle.
Right. So, 2 hours have passed. These individuals come in. There are two of them. One of them goes up towards the door. The other one is following with him. And he goes towards the door and he takes his key and he goes to unlock the door and he finds that, oh, wait, hold on. This door's unlocked. Wait, why is this door unlocked? What do you
Uh,
do?
I've been outside for most of the time. I just recently came back in here because I knew it was time to get these two out.
I want to focus and use a racial thing to cast Gust of Wind.
Okay. Roll me a wisdom save. This is much lower because of what it is.
Okay. All right. You know what? I'm gonna burn my inspiration too.
Okay.
Actually, hold on.
If you want to do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Roll at advantage. Wisdom save, right?
Yep. Yep. That's totally fine. So pop it in the chat so I know exactly what you're doing. Gust of wind. Long, 10 feet wide. Each creature that starts its turn, strength saving throw, or be pushed 15 feet back. Okay, so I will roll strength saving throws for both of them. The one with the key, the one without the key. So the 20, I'm guessing, passes.
Right. The 14 fails.
So he gets moved back 15 feet. I will say such an act does start the combat, though, because you are actively being aggressive against them. Right. That appears to be everyone, I think. Right. Xana, it is your turn. There is the gentleman that has been pushed back, and then there is the gentleman that is right next to the door. What are you gonna do? You would know that the gentleman that looked like he went towards the lock was that guy. So it's safe to assume that the gentleman that has the key is in fact that guy.
Okay. I move over to him. And I will attempt to punch him.
Okay, punch away. That misses, I'm afraid.
That misses.
I'm afraid. Oh no. Your bonus action one.
Yeah, for now.
That hits.
Okay, and I will do stunning strike, so DC 15 con.
Right, so minus 10 damage first and foremost. You're at the level. Are you at the level now where your fists are magical or not?
At level 6, yes.
Okay. Wonderful. So I will make a con save for that guy, or he will be stunned. He is fine.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
Lorelei, it is your turn. You have seen that Zalfa has kicked off proceedings by trying to blow the pair of them away with his gust of wind. One of them has been pushed back 15 feet, but the other one is still standing. You can see there's been a bit of fisticuffs going on between Xana, your newfound friend, and the vampire.
Alrighty. Well, yeah. I'll get out of the cage first.
Mm-hmm.
I will attempt to cast Bless on
Right.
3 friends.
Roll me a wisdom save.
Those 3. Oh, fuck.
You aren't able to, but you do not spend the spell slot, so don't take off the sire points, okay?
Okay.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
That is all I can do.
Right. Reiwa, it is your turn.
Right?
Are you getting out of your cage?
I'm doing just fine.
Well, I gotta be damned.
And I start stabbing.
Start stabbing. That misses. That hits. And that's 7, but it's not a magical weapon, so it does less than you think it does. Excuse me. Is there any bonus actions you would like to do, or is that it?
That's all.
Okie dokie. It is the vampire's turn, but sure enough, the vampires weren't prepared for you to randomly gust them of wind, or weren't prepared for you to have been out of your cage, or for Xana to turn on them. So they were, in fact, surprised. Sulfur, it is your turn.
The thing I'm gonna do is run in for a grapple.
Go for it. Run in and try and grapple the guy.
Question. So the the cage is still closed, right? The door's still closed.
No, the door's open.
It's open at this
yeah.
point. Okay. Yeah. So at this point, just going in for a grapple.
Mm-hmm.
Try to restrain his arms.
Okay, so roll me strength for athletics? Athletics.
Yeah, athletics.
Yeah, so roll that, and I will do my athletics.
Oh, sorry. Should I take off the advantage?
That's fine. 18's 18. So I will roll his athletic strength. Oh, he breaks
Jesus
the guard,
Christ.
I'm afraid. They have a +3. He just rolled really high.
Okay. That's it. That's all I can do.
You can use your actions to try to summon your weapon. I'm going to tell you at this point that the DC for you to be able to summon your weapon is 20.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Yeah, no. At this point, after trying so much, he's gonna stop.
Okay. Kara, have you returned?
Probably not.
The DC for spells for Lorelei is actually now only a 12 because you've started to wear away at what the collar can do. Just letting you know. So that 9 was actually really close to being able to do it.
Okay.
There is a way to get the collars off. Let me check something while we're waiting. Yeah, okay. tell you what, we'll just skip for now and we'll come back when she arrives. So, Lorelei, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
All right. I'm gonna go up. I'm going to take the help action.
Okay, wonderful. You're going to provide aid. Reiwa then, unless there's anything else you want to do. Reiwa, it is your turn. Help has been provided.
Yeah. I want to try and use my bonus action to put magic weapon on my rapier.
Okay, roll me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Right.
You should be good. Oh, afraid not, buddy. But you do not spend the spell slot, so don't take it off.
Either way, I'm gonna stab.
Stab. At advantage, because help. That just misses the destined 16. Second attack.
Extra attack.
That does hit. Roll damage. That's pretty good. Well, I won't have the vampires do their turn because Zana hasn't done hers yet, so that wouldn't be fair. But do need to add something, so... add that as well.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. So, we skipped your turn, but I didn't let the vampires have their turn. It is your turn now, though. So.
Okay.
That misses, I'm afraid.
Okay.
That does hit, though. That's 6.
I'll do flurry of blows.
Okay, so do your free one and then do your the ones you paid for. That misses. That hits. And that's 10 bludgeoning. He looks about close to half health, is what I would say.
Okay.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
No, that's it.
Right, it is the Vampire Guard's turn now. He is going to divide up his attacks. He is going to try to swing his rapier at you, Xana, and he is going to try to swing his dagger at you, Reiwa. So rapier, 11 misses because it's not an advantage. Dagger, does a 20 hit you, Reiwa? I'm guessing it does.
Mayhaps.
That's 8 slashing damage, please. And Zolfa, it is now your... Oh, wait, the other guy gets up. And he's going to come up, but he's not going to stab. He's going to spend his time getting up and coming over to you guys. So, Zolfa, it is your turn.
Okay. Let me try something here. Yeah, I'm going to go for another grapple.
Okay, roll your athletics.
No, that's
Let's
no.
see. Yeah, that's a no.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah, it's a negative.
right. Xana, it is your turn again because of the shenanigans.
Okay.
That hits. Roll damage. That's 11 bludgeoning. Magical bludgeoning. That misses.
Flurry of blows.
Okay. Ooh. You wouldn't think you had a +8.
Yeah.
You literally... Right, so I'm gonna... Like, these guys have 17 AC. You literally need to roll a 9. You need to roll a 9.
Yeah.
Oh!
I rolled a 10.
Lorelei, it's your turn. Oh, God.
Alrighty.
I didn't mean to make the first bite this
I
hard.
am the best.
Best. You're the savior of the party.
Well,
They're not dead yet, so.
no, they're not. But my only attack is a 5-foot radius.
No.
So I'm just gonna use the help action again.
Okay. I am gonna roll to see if something happens.
Nothing happens.
Something good.
I mean, if you don't want help, that's fine. Right. So, let's see if this will happen. Yes, 110%. So, from the corner of your eye, you would all notice a white bolt of light strike the individual in front of you as EML has woken up and has blasted him with Guiding Bolt. And he takes a series of radiant damage that burns him in a not fun way. Reiwa, it is your turn. You have advantage because of the first one will be for the guy for the Guiding Bolt, and the second one will be for the help action. So stab, or would you like to try to magic weapon again?
I will attempt.
Okay, roll me a wisdom saving throw, please. You do, in fact, make magic weapon go off.
Oh boy. And now, stab.
Yeah. And 21 definitely hits. And
14.
that's 14, and it is magical now, so it does the full damage.
Is he still alive?
Yes, he is. That crits, so roll damage. That's good. That's 18.
19.
19, sorry. Oh, yeah, because the one, I didn't see the one. Right, you can see that he's still alive, but he's bleeding profusely. He doesn't look like he's going to be around for much longer.
Good.
Right, it is his turn. He is going to direct his attacks at you because he doesn't like
My skin.
he doesn't know. He's like, what are you doing to him? So an 8 misses and a 12. I'm guessing a 12 misses.
Yes, I have leather armor.
Yeah, so that should be at normal. So those miss. His friend is going to try and do the exact same. Wow. Wow, they're missing as well. Zolfa, it's your turn. Are you going to try and grapple again, or...?
I don't have very much. My strength isn't a damn. So, yeah, I'll just have to grapple.
It's quitter talk.
I don't have a damn thing to do.
That's
Choke
quitter
him.
talk.
Choke him with your chains.
Alright, so the vampire guard has a 15 for his strength roll, so roll high. Yeah, you grapple him! He's grappled! He can't move.
Yeah.
Right. Xana, it's your turn. Maybe the fact that he's grappled, you might be able to hit him.
So my attacks are at advantage now?
No. That's
Damn.
not how grappled works.
It's how it works in my head.
But if you get a nat 1, you punch off.
Oh, come on, Nat 1.
We're
No,
not saying.
You hit. You actually hit, so that's good. That kills him. That you do kill that guy.
Okay. I turn my attention to the other one,
Mm-hmm.
and I will proceed to start missing him.
No, see, you're hitting now. You're doing it.
I'm rolling a lot of 6s.
Yeah, you are. It's weird. That hits as well.
There he is.
Hey, it wasn't a 6. That was an 8. Right, Lorelei, it's your turn now.
Alright. Well, I can actually attack now.
Yeah, you can. Go for it. Right, intelligence save, and it's 16. A 10, so that's a fail. So that's 7 psychic damage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did it.
You did it. Do you have any bonus actions you want to do, or is that all?
I don't have bonus actions now.
Okay, so it's Emil's turn. I'm going to check how far they are away from Emil. Hey, they can attempt a Sacred Flame, so they're going to attempt a Sacred Flame. That shouldn't have been to GM, but it was a 5, so let's see if that guy can Dex save this. No, he can't, so he takes the 5 radiant damage.
It's far better than what's in Baldur's Gate 3 right now.
What's in Baldur's Gate 3 right now?
Literally everybody fucking saves against Sacred Flame.
Good, that's as God intended. Reiwa, it is your turn. You still do have magical weapon on. Obviously.
For another hour.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna turn to the one next to me and I start stabbing.
Start stabbing. That the 22 hits, the 10 doesn't. So that's 13 magical slashing damage, magical piercing damage. It is the vampire guard's turn. Is he going to? Yeah, you know what he is. He's going to attempt to grapple you, Reiwa. Please roll me a strength check.
Okay. Check or save?
Well, it's a save because you're getting grappled, buddy. Oh, it matches. What happens when it matches? Does it
If
fail?
you match
He
on
makes
a-
it.
No, if you match on a save, nothing changes.
Nothing
Yeah.
changes. Well, there we go. Then that's his turn. Zolfa, it's on you.
I am going to let this one down and attempt to grapple the other guy.
Okay, so jump over him and try to grapple him. Oh, yeah, you do. You do in fact grapple him. You are now the master of grappling.
I've learned from Big Red.
You've learned
himself.
you learned from Big Red,
From
well,
K. Ripken himself.
who you've never met.
Who?
Xana,
Who?
it's your turn. That definitely hits. You're hitting now. You're doing it.
I'm doing it, guys.
You're doing it. You're doing it. You're doing it. Wow.
All right. So yeah, you have damaged that one. Do the next one. That crits. Yeah. Oh yeah, 10 damage.
You know what? You should probably go for a stunning strike just to tap
You
up
know
your
what?
luck.
Sure.
Don't you hate it when you crit and it's low damage? You're like, what was
Well,
my...
I mean, that's the thing about monks. They don't do a lot of damage. They just do a lot of
Hey,
damage.
he failed, right?
What is your AC?
It's
DC?
15, so
15.
he meets it.
So
Oh, I thought it
pass,
was
yeah.
damn. I thought it was 16.
I thought it was
Okay.
16 as well. That's what I was going to ask. You do still have your free bonus action one, though, so... That
And
misses.
that misses.
Lorelei, it's on you again.
Music.
Music. Let's see if music works again. Intelligence. Yeah, music big work. -8. Alright. Emil is just gonna, because she sees that he's still within sacred flame range, she is gonna do the exact same thing. Oh wow, big damage that time. Right. Dex. Oh, and he's fucking fine. Reiwa, it's your turn.
Bet you can't guess what's gonna happen.
Stab?
Yeah.
Stab. That misses. That's 17, so that matches. So it's damage. That's 12 damage. It is his turn. Now, he is grappled. But he can still attack while grappled. Could you attempt to grapple someone else while grappled?
Yeah, there's no rule against it. It's just, but but I think it probably impede some kind of disadvantage on that. Because basically, if you're grappled and you try to grapple somebody else,
Technically, as written, the only rules on grappled is you have 0 speed.
True. Yeah.
He's attempting to grapple you, Ray Ray. You're probably going to be fine, though.
I want to see that. I want to see that.
Oh, close. That was
very
dangerously close. Right, Zalfa, you're grappling him.
That's it. I'm just gonna hold on to him until he beats my save.
Alright.
Close, tiny dancer.
Xana, it's your turn.
All I could think of is he's gonna grab Reiwa. Reiwa's gonna grab me. I'm gonna grab Lorelei.
It's just gonna be a grab train. We're all grapplers now.
A conga line of pain.
That misses. Oh no.
I had that short burst of goodness,
Yeah.
and now it's gone.
No, it's gone. That hits. That hits. It's 17. Yeah, do it.
Your candle burned bright, but it burned quick.
Starting to feel a lot like Neristine again.
Who? I don't know who you're talking about. Lorelei, it's your turn. You might be able to do this.
Do I do it?
Okay, so I will tell you, if he fails, that's just enough to kill him. So let's see. Yeah, that's just enough to kill him. I do have to admit, I was sneakily hoping he would pass that one. You have done it. You have killed the 2 guys that were going to take Zalfa off to be bled.
I'm gonna search the bodies for whatever they have on them.
All right, if you roll investigation, please. At advantage, because they will help you.
Oh, wonderful.
They're not going to just stand there.
We're just standing there watching.
Right, so of course, the one with the red dot, he does in fact have the keys to your cages. key. It's one key. It's a simple iron key to the cages. He does also have, in fact, on him the exact same as the other, so leather armor, a rapier, and a dagger, and a coin purse with 12 gold in it.
Okay. I'm gonna offer up the armor. Well, actually, there's still armor there for both for me and Lorelai, right?
Yeah, there's two sets. If you investigate the other guy as well, he has basically the exact same thing on him. He has a leather armor, and he has a rapier and a dagger.
Okay. All right. I will put on said leather armor.
Wonderful. So, you are now free.
Yeah.
But at what cost? Gonna move some stuff around a second. Just gonna move some stuff just to make people hate me.
Oh, we were already there.
Yeah.
I know, but just further it.
Oh my god.
Right. So as you are having your little fight and you come out of it, you do hear the sound of a lot of footsteps walking past. If anyone wants to try to sneak out to the door to see what's walking past, you can try.
Because they have bigs, are they goose stepping?
No, they're not goose stepping. Fuck that pun.
I will stealth to the door.
Those bitches stole my bird mask gimmick.
Damn them.
I wonder if they have absolutely anything connecting to your character whatsoever. I wonder.
I hope it's not a fucking swarm of chickens in here.
And just to annoy Kara for deciding to assist you guys. Look who's there, Kara. Look who's there. Look who's there.
Look who's there.
It's the Blasty Boys. They're back. How many scorching rays will they hit you with this time?
The poor trees.
They're dead. They're dead now.
Won't someone think of the trees?
If you want to stealth towards the door, please roll me a stealth check.
Okay.
You're not being very stealthy, buddy.
I just want to say it was nice knowing you all.
I will not share that sentiment. I hate all of you.
You don't quite get into the door in time to see what was going by, but you could tell from what you heard that there was a large amount of individuals walking past this door at that point. You know that much. There we go.
Some really nice dance moves.
Yeah, in sync and everything.
How did they turn that way? That's not how the planes of this reality work.
It is when I fucking control the planes of this reality. Fuck you. I mean, you were told that there were classes going on down here, so...
Oh boy, it's Necromancer Finals Week.
It is. It's literally Necromancer's Finals week.
That means there's God knows how much ketamine, Ritalin, Adderall, and booze flowing through this place.
Cool. Gonna go and help out Artemis.
Okay, if you unlock the door, you have to kind of jiggle the key a bit because someone broke a dagger off in that lock.
God, what kind of asshole would do that?
I wonder who. But you do get it open, but sure enough, she is still very much unconscious. They had taken a lot of blood from her. You can tell that. If you look up and down her arms, she drastically has more needle marks in her than you do.
Okay. All right. But then I'll just kind of prop her up a bit and have her leaning more against the cage wall.
Okay.
Just so she's more upright. Then go over to Emil's cage and unlock this one.
You will know that Emil is up. She's speaking, but in a very, very faint voice. She's managed to get her voice back, but she's, for some reason, seems to be having trouble talking. She can talk, but it's in a very, very faint voice, and she thanks you for opening the cage, and asks, "Are you aware where we are?"
No. But we might have been here. We might have been here for a while.
I see. Well, let me get out of this darn cage. And she's gonna go down towards the group. And she will ask you, "Well, now that we're out of the cage, what's the next stage of the plan? I assume you have a plan."
Not us. And I'll just kind of point to the new Susanna.
You give us far too much credit.
The next stage of the plan is
Survive.
is to survive.
No,
It's
seriously,
not.
what's the plan?
It's not going to be an easy task to get all of you out of here, especially if we are attempting to carry her along. And I point to Artemis.
Well, we're totally not going to leave her behind.
Not saying you have to. Saying it's wise to leave her behind, but if you want to take her, that's an added risk to getting all of you out of here.
Zana, roll me an investigation check real quick.
Yeah.
Perfect. Don't worry about it.
Question: these guys that came in here with us, did they have on like a cloak or anything?
No, they're wearing exactly what they're wearing, so.
Okay.
I just had the sudden realization that I too am a vampire.
You move your tongue around in your mouth. Wait, why are your teeth so sharp?
Wait, guys, why is my heart not beating? Guys, I think something's wrong.
Canines aren't supposed to be that sharp. Oh, wait.
Oh, wait. Sorry, guys, at a moment.
Existential crisis is over.
Ah, yes, I believe I might be what the laymen call a moron.
Zolfa, do me a favor. Roll me a perception check, please. You noticed that vampire on the floor, you didn't see it straight away, but he seems to have these weird stick things in attached to his belt. You don't know what it is, but he seems to have some weird sticks.
Okay. I will go and look at said sticks to figure out what they are.
They appear to be some kind of weird rudimentary weapon that are made out of sticks.
Are they my stick things?
Yeah, they are, but you can't tell that because you've got a nat 1 on the investigation.
I will. Hey, we'll might have some torches, and I will attempt to pull them out.
I really hope he sets them on fire and your weapons are gone.
Oh my god.
I was tempted to just because you got that nat 1, I was tempted to just leave him there. But I was like, I can't rob you of your weapons like that.
Yes, you can.
I can, but still.
No, these are, but they might come handy as a good torch.
You pull them out, and they look like sticks to you.
Hmm.
I want to say you're not very bright, but then again, look at what I rolled.
Yeah, I don't think you're in any position. I don't think you're in any position to say who's bright and who's not. You couldn't even fucking realize that guy had your weapons on. The guy who took them from... The guy you handed them to.
Would you reclaim them?
You just... Tell you what. Roll me a perception. I want to see if you could realize these are your weapons. Yeah, you can realize that they're your weapon. You go, hold on. Those aren't sticks. Those are my weapons.
Yeah, you found a stick.
At least I have a weapon.
Yeah,
Well,
I do now.
At the moment, he has your weapons.
I will casually toss them to her.
Okay.
I will take them back.
You have your tonfa sticks back.
Yay.
And now I'm going to point out the situation you're in so you guys can start working out what you want to do. You are at the bottom floor, the dungeon of Castle Voltenstein. And you know that this is where livestock are held. You know that there is a room somewhere down here where people are being drained. And you know for a fact that there is a room that is being used by Markovia to teach pupils in the ways of necromancy and the art of medical practice and biology. You also know there is another room down here, but you don't know what that room is. You know that you are currently wearing strange black iron collars that are preventing you from doing magic, or at least preventing you from easily doing magic, depending on the magics that you are attempting to use and the ability from which you gain it from. You may have an easier or a harder time actually doing said magic. You do now have a friend who has kind of let on that they're there to help you, but you don't really know much about them. You have heard people refer to them as Xana, but you don't know much other than that. You can make a leap of intelligence to suggest that they are a vampire because of what they've talked about and the way they look, but you don't have any full evidence yet. You haven't really been told, and you most certainly haven't seen them perform a drain or anything to suggest that 100% they are a vampire. You do know that there are a lot of individuals in this castle at the moment, as you heard a lot of feet walk by you. You have also seen that there are several guards. This is your new area. Good luck escaping. And that is where we are going to end it for today.
I did the thing.
As a real quick thing, though,
Yeah.
I guess I would ask someone to help me drag the bodies and put them in a cage.
Yeah, you can drag them and put them in cages. I ain't got a problem with that.
All right, yeah, that's something.
There are some perfectly good Iron Maidens there we can make use of.
Yeah, you could always just stick them more in the Iron Maidens.
Nah, they're already dead. There's no fun.
I mean, we did it with the Black Swordsman already, so...
Yeah, but he was technically alive-ish.
Okay, tell you what. Actually, that's a point. Reiwa, roll me a history check.
Okay.
That's very low. You vaguely remember that someone wearing that clothing, or very similar clothing to that guy you put in the Iron Maiden, looks like a group of people you used to work with. But you can't remember much more than that. But you're pretty sure you worked with a bunch of people wearing stuff like that.
Okay.
I knew it, you criminal.
Yeah. And I'm going to leave it at that because every other room in this place is going to take a bunch of time that I don't think we have. And if you somehow decide to go all the way upstairs, I don't have all the upper levels fully made yet. So we're going to stop it there on Raywell remembering that at some point in the past he may have actually worked with the Black Hand.
So let's go upstairs next time, guys.
Yeah, let's just rush straight
Yeah.
upstairs.
Oh, you'll fucking die.